Okay, students. So let us take a look at the last type of green energy source as per the lesson. After we have understood water as a source of energy and we have understood wind as a source of energy, which are renewable, which are eco-friendly. Okay. So the next one that we have to see is solar energy. Okay. Ultimately, in school level at the lower classes, all of you must have learned one very important give reason statement where we say that the sun is the ultimate source of energy. You know that? Yes, be on the screen, everyone. There is a very common scientific statement that we say that the sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. Whatever energy that we use in our daily life in every way. Okay, say for example, right now I'm sitting in front of the device and explaining things to all of you. So I am using my muscular energy. Whatever food I had eaten, that chemical energy was converted in my body, and that's the reason I'm able to use my muscles, use my brain, and I'm able to speak so much. So I'm using some form of energy that has come from the food which I have eaten. The food which I have eaten is produced by plants by photosynthesis and which requires ultimately solar energy. Correct? This device, because of this online thing, we are sitting in front of a device and we are interacting right now. So the devices are being charged. Electricity pe chal raha hai. So that electricity comes from various sources. Like even if you say thermal energy, that is coal. Coal is a fossil fuel which is produced due to the decomposition of the ancient plants and animals. तो उनके शरीर में जो organic matter था, that is again because of the solar energy. We saw that wind is also because of solar energy. Movement of the water is also because of solar energy. So solar energy comes into picture everywhere. Getting it? That's why solar energy ultimately means the heat and the light energy which you get from the sun. So if you imagine our solar system, okay, solar system, all the 8 planets that we have, imagine out of all the places, forget about solar system, imagine our universe, the whole universe, which we don't know how vast it is. The earth is just a tiny speck in this whole universe. But imagine the situation, the earth is placed at such a favorable distance from the sun that life is very comfortably possible only in this earth. This kind of a life at least. Because it is at such a distance from the sun that the amount of temperature is very favorable in major part of the earth. So solar energy determines the life. Here we are looking at solar energy as a source of energy for electricity. Okay, so when you talk about solar energy, the power of the solar energy that is available from the sun on the earth, it is around 1.73 into 10 raised to 14 kilowatts. इतना power पूरे earth को sun से मिलते हैं. There is a nuclear fission reaction which is continuously taking place in the sun naturally. That is the reason that heat and light energy is released from the sun which reaches the earth. Okay, the sun is made up of 2 main gases, that is hydrogen and helium. वो reactions के वजह से we are getting the solar energy. Okay, so the incident solar radiation on the earth per year is approximately 5.46 into 10 raised to 21. It is 10 raised to 21. Okay, megajoules per year. So ये value समझने के लिए you can understand कि per year, suppose if we are able to use all this solar energy that comes from the sun, okay, so it's like in the year on the earth, all the human beings, whatever energy is used throughout the year, उससे 100 million times ज़्यादा sun का energy हमें मिल रहा है. That's a very huge amount. Getting it? More than 100 million times the total energy used by earthlings in the year. That is our incident solar radiation, also called as insolation. Remember this word also. Okay? See this. There was something called once, because of the scientists and the experts, we started understanding that solar energy has got so much potential on the earth. So in 2010, the government of India launched something called as the National Solar Mission. कि इंडिया में overall in the entire country except for the very high altitude places, we know very well that major part of our country receives really very good amount of sunlight throughout the year. You agree with this? कि summer season में देखो कितना अच्छा धूप मिलता है, intense, major part of our country, correct? So considering that, we tried. So it was aimed that 100 gigawatts of solar power capacity of electricity should be achieved by 2022. That was the mission according to the National Solar Mission. कि उतना सारा electricity solar के वजह से आना चाहिए. Okay, India as such is third in the Asia and fourth in the world in terms of solar power production. Okay, which is around 38% of its total capacity of renewable energy. That's a big number. It has to increase more. Okay, and the world's largest solar park, where there was lots of solar cells and solar panels which were established, that is in Rajasthan. See this. Rajasthan के desert में भाडला park करके एक develop किया था. This entire park, you can see the number of solar panels, and we don't need to think or we don't need to doubt whether Rajasthan will get that much amount of sunlight or not. Right? जैसे हम लोग गर्मी धूप बोलते हैं तो सबसे पहले राजस्थान ही दिमाग में आता है. Yes or no? So that potential is used nicely. So that Bhadla Park in Rajasthan desert is able to give around 20 to 55 megawatts of electricity. Very good amount. That's the world's largest solar park. You can imagine. Getting it? Okay. So when you talk about the utilization of the solar energy, okay, it can be carried out in two ways. First one is a passive utilization. Second one is active utilization. Passive utilization matlab ki the sunlight will be captured within a particular structure. So during the daytime or whenever the sunlight is available, usko capture karke rakh liya. And then it can be converted into low temperature heat or for space heating. मतलब सनलाइट कैप्चर करके फिर बाद में कन्वर्ट करके यूज कर रहे हैं, then it is passive. If it is a active utilization, then it means there are specially designed collectors to absorb the solar energy and then directly use that in a fan or a pump. It is not converted. Okay, so you know something called solar water heater. In small towns, villages where there is good amount of sunlight available, so people have their own houses. गांव में वगैरह जाते हैं तो देखते flat system ज़्यादा नहीं है. It's their own independent houses that they have. So every house will have a terrace. So that terrace where the solar water heater can be established. So daytime में अच्छा खासा धूप मिलेगा. Solar water heater would be there. Okay, the collector will absorb the sunlight, pass it on to the water which can be used. So हम लोग geyser नहीं use करेंगे, solar water heater use करेंगे. Similarly, you know solar cooker, correct, where the solar energy is used to cook the food. Correct, that is active utilization. उसका भी limitation है. Limitations क्या होगा यहाँ पे कि you cannot predict that you will get solar energy every time. Especially after sunset, you don't get it. And जैसे अभी weather चल रहा है, very cloudy weather, so you don't get solar energy. So the limitations is always there. Okay. So when you say simply solar energy के utilization के लिए, the common, the simplest unit is something called as a solar cell. And when many solar cells are connected in a series, so we call it solar panel. Okay. तो सोलर सेल में क्या होता है, you know very well, any cell has got one anode and cathode. So there is a completed circuit which is needed ताकि उससे current pass हो सके. Okay, so solar energy falls on that one surface, because of which there is free electron generated and the current passes through the circuit. Okay, so there is N-type silicon, P-type silicon crystal. So approximately a solar cell will have a dimension of around 1 square centimeter, and it can generate current around 30 milliamperes. Potential difference is around 0.5 volt. So उसी हिसाब से अगर देखा जाए, so if there is a silicon solar cell of 100 square centimeter dimension, that can give 3 amperes of current and 0.5 megavolt. So solar panel मतलब many solar cells connected together. So daytime में when the solar energy is available, we can just collect the solar energy, pass it on to an inverter, and which can be used in the other part of the day when solar energy is not available. So solar cell and solar panel, both are different things. Many a times you must have seen कि traffic signals जो होते हैं उसके ऊपर solar panel लगा हुआ है. Many buildings or organizations, like in our own college, I'm telling you, कि terrace पर solar panel लगा हुआ है. So major part of the electricity requirement of the college is fulfilled by solar energy. So we are reducing the dependency on conventional sources. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
A solar cell and many of them forming a panel. You can see how it is established above a traffic signal. So traffic signal तो open में है. Major part of the day traffic signal या फिर street lights, इन सब के ऊपर solar panel use करते हैं. So daytime it is collected, in the night time the light is ignited because of this. Getting it? So that is a very useful thing. Okay, ये देखो. Solar array मतलब panel. So in, I don't know, in physics part, do you learn about resistance in series, resistance in parallel? Do you have that?
No.
Current electricity का कुछ है lesson?
Yes.
You have that, right?
It is there for second term.
Okay, it is not yet done. Okay, no problem. So basically it's like when there is series, see, this is one solar cell. These are many solar cells forming a module. So when many such modules are connected in such a way, see those lines which are passing. Okay, there is one line passing through all the modules like this. So उसको बोलेंगे series. Okay, that is called string modules in series. The other one is array strings in parallel. That means there is one common connection connecting every module. उसको बोलेंगे parallel. There are two different ways in which the solar panels can be arranged. So solar array can be either in a series or it can be a parallel. It depends upon the situation. So you will learn that in detail in current electricity. When resistances cells are connected in series or in parallel, what is the electricity output? But for now here you understand only this much. They understood the difference between series and parallel. Okay,
Yes.
everyone. Okay, so understand this is one cell, many of them forming a module, and when they are connected in series or parallel, series में है तो string बोलते हैं, parallel में है तो array बोलते हैं. That you have to remember. Okay, then now coming to thermal power plant, solar energy based thermal power plant. Again a very simple principle, that there is solar energy. Okay, there is a solar energy collector which will receive the heat. Because of the solar energy collector, water will be heated, it will turn into steam, it will go to a boiler, then there will be another fluid which will move up kinetic energy, it will go to a turbine, rotate the turbine, and electricity will be generated. So water and another fluid is being heated up, तो उसको cool करने के लिए condenser से ठंडा पानी जाए, and that will circulate. सो प्रिंसिपल रिमेन्स द सेम कि यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या किए, टर्बाइन को रोटेट किया, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट. So there is a pump that circulates the working fluid, which is mainly water. Okay, and there is a system of solar reflectors which will receive the solar energy and turn the water into vapor. And there is a vapor turbine which will rotate because of the steam. And the condenser will be used to cool down that liquid. So solar energy thermal power plant में ये सारे parts होते हैं. Is the structure and the working clear? Solar energy thermal power plant.
Yes.
Okay, ये देखो. So it's like sometimes you know something called inverter कि कभी load shedding का problem होता है तो we use an inverter so that our requirement of electricity is continuous. We don't have to depend upon. तो solar energy से power plant में जब आता है तो it is stored in an inverter or a transformer so that whenever there is a requirement of electricity from this inverter it can be passed on. So even during the night time or cloudy conditions when solar energy is not available, तो ये stored energy वहाँ पे use कर सकते हैं. Okay, that is the point. So energy efficiency क्या है solar thermal power plant का? Okay, so here it is like the problem is it is only available from sunrise to sunset. So average efficiency is around 14 to 22%. Okay, and it is a periodic and a predictable phenomenon. Like in the 4 months of the monsoon, especially, you don't get solar energy much because of the dense cloudy conditions. In the summer season, you will get the maximum. In the winter season, you will get solar energy, but it won't be very intense. So it's a predictable चीज. Getting it? On a daily basis also, approximately in summer, you get 11 hours maximum. In winters, you get around 5 to 6 hours of sunlight. तो ये diurnal basis पे भी change होता है, seasonal basis पे भी change होता है. But in overall any case, if you see, solar energy that is available to us is always free of cost. Correct? We are not paying any tax to the sun. Getting it? Okay. And the steam that is produced, which is produced using solar energy, can be stored, which can always be used later. So it is an overall efficient one. And do you think this one will cause any environmental pollution? Solar energy? There's no pollution involved, right? Okay, that is why it is a efficient one. But see the environmental effects. There is no chemical involved, at least no radioactivity, no hazardous chemical involved. But जो solar cell वगैरह use करते हैं, okay, there are certain small minor amounts of chemicals like silicon, germanium and all which are used. And this kind of solar area capturing devices require significantly large land area. Okay, and when lot of solar energy is captured by these devices, so in the rest of the region there is a cooling effect produced. ये solar energy एक जगह concentrate हो गया तो दूसरी जगह ठंडा पड़ गया comparatively. That is one impact that is seen. Okay, and it can also cause thermal pollution because there is a high amount of heat that is given out. Okay, so it's like if I want a 100 megawatt thermal power plant which is operating at 40% efficiency, it can give around 150 megawatts of heat. तो वो heat के वजह से environment का temperature बढ़ सकता है. That can be an impact. Okay, otherwise compared to coal, natural gas and all, this is a very, very clean source of energy. Getting it? See, it's like if you use any such source of energy, some or the other environmental impact is bound to be there. Correct? We cannot have any source of energy which is totally clean or something, right? But इसके ऊपर research होना चाहिए. See, there are some very interesting case studies. Okay, जहाँ पे solar energy को use किया है. In 1981, there was an aeroplane called as the Solar Challenger. Okay, which flew from Paris to England in 5 hours and 20 minutes. And it had 16,000 solar cells on it. Can you see this? उसके विंग्स के ऊपर, टेल के ऊपर पूरा सोलर पैनल था. पूरा सोलर एनर्जी के बेसिस पे पूरा एरोप्लेन चला. and that was a successful journey. So that's a good breakthrough. And the very beginning, if you remember, I told you that aeroplanes run on aviation fuel, which is a non-renewable one, a very high grade petrol. तो उतना हम लोग डिपेंडेंसी कम कर रहे हैं if we are able to use solar energy. So if this can be successfully tried more, we can have in the future some aeroplanes which are running on solar energy. Imagine the usage. Correct? एक बहुत अच्छा useful venture हो सकते हैं. Okay, then see this. In California, in the 1980s, there was this major solar thermal electric generation unit. Okay, there were around 700 mirrors, each having 24 reflectors, huge ones. So they focus lots of sun's energy, जिससे steam generate हुआ and electricity generate हुआ. So one such big venture was carried out in the Californian deserts. So a good amount of electricity was available. So ये 1980s का बात है. तो recently this was replicated in Rajasthan, as I showed you, and the world's largest solar park was established, the Bhadla Park. Okay, ये देखो, solar energy even in space technology. इस space में जो satellites को भेजा जाता है, if you can use solar energy for the satellites to revolve around the earth, that is also possible. So if the satellites have to remain in the space for a longer time, solar cells can be useful, because space में जाएगा तो sun तो वैसे ही मिलने वाले हैं. For us, we say that the sun sets, but sun is always there, no? तो वो energy हमेशा use कर सकते हैं. So there is a lot of R&D going on for use of solar cells even in space technology, so that we don't have to depend upon conventional sources of energy. Okay, so like that you can see the examples, the solar power plants in India. First one ये है Shakti Sthala Solar Power Project, which is at Tumkur in Karnataka, 2050 megawatts. Okay, good area. You can see what kind of solar panels are there. Okay, electricity generation के लिए. This one is Ultra Mega Solar Park at Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh, having 1000 megawatt output. Okay, similarly ये है मध्य प्रदेश का Reva Solar Power Project, 750 megawatts, and this is at Ramanathapuram in Tamil Nadu, the Kamuthi Solar Power Project, 648 megawatts. So that comes to the end of solar energy. Okay, and that comes to the end of the lesson also. Understood how the lesson proceeded? Pehle non-renewable followed by renewable. So you have understood all types of energy sources. Okay, and that's the reason now it is up to us to decide which source of energy is the most feasible and good for the environment, and आज के ज़माने में सबसे ज़्यादा क्या ज़रूरत है. Like at any cost, the most important point is we must think about the environment. You agree with this? Correct. हम environment को ignore नहीं कर सकते, because this is the last opportunity. To a large extent, we can save ourselves by this. Okay, so that's why one has to think about it. Okay, so ready for some questions, everyone? Okay, first one. A solar photovoltaic cell is made up of dash. I want everybody to answer. Come on, quick.
Silicon.
It is silicon. That's right. Correct. Ishika, Shivganga, be on the screen. Okay.
So my battery is low.
Your battery or your mobile's battery?
So my mobile battery.
Okay, fine. So use a solar cell. Okay. Okay. Next one. Tehri Dam is located in
Uttarakhand.
Yes, Uttarakhand. Okay. Next. ये बताओ. Kondapalli natural gas power plant is located in
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh.
It is Andhra Pradesh. Correct. For an offshore wind turbine, the blade length is about dash meter.
100 meter.
100 meter.
It is 100 meter long one. No? In nuclear power plants, the most commonly used reactor fuel is
uranium,
Uranium.
It is uranium. Correct. Then, bird hit can be an environmental consequence in.
windmills,
It is windmills. Very good. In natural gas-based power plants, dash energy is converted to electrical energy. Natural gas-based power plants.
potential,
No. Natural gas is chemical, no? Okay. Chemical energy is converted to electrical. Okay. ये बता. Submerging or displacement of local villages and their inhabitants may be a problem encountered in constructing a dash power plant.
Hydroelectric power plant.
Hydroelectric, correct. Then, small wind turbines having 2 to 8 blades can provide power up to dash watts.
5
0.5
watts.
मैंने दिया था 0.5 to 5 kilowatts. 0.5 kilowatt is how much? Kilo मतलब into 1000, no? यहाँ पे पूछा है dash watts. So it is 500. ठीक है? 500. And lastly, the windiest city in India is in dash.
Tamil Nadu,
Yes,
Tamil Nadu.
very good. Correct. Okay. So all of you are clear with this? Okay.
Yes.
With that, we
Yes,
have
sir.
completed one more lesson with all of you. That is towards green energy. Go through that lesson. The points are very interesting. Okay. Update yourself with the latest facts also. Right. And implement as much as possible in your daily life. Learning का सबसे important point वही है कि whatever you learn should not be limited only to the textbook or the exam. Correct? It should be practically implemented in your daily life. Right? Okay, good.